Okay, hi friends. Hello. How are you all? Good morning. And it's Sunday morning, and I'm sure all of you had a great night's sleep. I'm sure that this half an hour which we're going to interact will be one of the best for you because we're going to understand the psychology behind communication and how to frame better sentences, how to be better. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Type in the chat. If you have any questions, please type in the chat, and I'll definitely try and answer this question. So now you please stop messaging me and keep a pen, keep a notebook, and write it down. Just don't be a spectator. This is not any talk and listen session. It is talk and write down session. So otherwise you are going to forget what I'm going to say. Okay. So do you have your pen and notebook handy over there? If not, please go and bring it quickly. Okay. I will wait for you for 30 seconds. Okay. So go and bring your pen and notebook quickly. So friends, thanks a lot for joining here. And everyone, I know you have this basic problem is, sir, I can't frame correct sentence. Sir, I don't know how to make proper sentence. Sir, I have studied a lot of grammar. I do a lot of writing practice. I do a lot of study. I read a lot of grammar books. I watch a lot of grammar videos. But when I actually go in front of someone, I go flat. It happens to you. It's like in mind, your English is like a Ferrari. But when you actually speak, your English becomes like Maruti 800 old. Why this happens to you? And what do you do is you again go back. Oh, okay, okay, that's the problem with my grammar. Okay, I should not speak in this way. Oh, I made a mistake there. Okay, you go and study again more grammar. The more grammar you study, the more mistakes you make again. And your expectation is if I study more grammar, I will not make mistakes. I will speak correct English. Exactly opposite happens. It backfires. Happens to you? Does it happen to you? I'm sure this happens to you because it happened to me as well. I mean, some 18, 19 years before, I was also a victim of grammar phobia. Having said this here, I'm not here against any grammar teacher or any other channel. Okay, I'm here to just tell what exactly I feel like. Grammar is important if you're preparing for any exam, MPSC, UPSC, or SSB or banking exam. So definitely prepare for grammar. But when it comes to communication and speaking, it backfires. It really hurts. Now I'll tell you one story. Now, if you have your pen and notebook, is it there? Okay, let us start. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, good morning again. Those who joined late. Okay, now I will tell you one story. This story will help you to understand exactly what happens with communicators. Why we aren't able to communicate properly, why we get stuck, why we forget words, why we aren't able to frame proper sentences, why when we see a person who is very fluent, we get nervous, we get anxious, we forget our English. Why this happens? This guy, I will not tell his name, not reveal his name, joined from Delhi for my online session. This happened in the year 2000, I think 20 or something, in the month of June or July, when pandemic was very high at its peak. And this guy came to me. I mean, we have an interview before taking admissions, and he said that my English is not good. It's horrible. It's terrible. I forget words, all the same thing which you told me. In the process, I realized that this guy was making mistakes. While speaking, he was making mistakes. And I could see that fear in his eyes because he said, "So even now, when I'm talking to you, I'm so nervous and I'm worried." And this is exactly what happens. Sir, I'm not good. And sir, I'm working in a private bank where I have to deal with some wealthy customers and some affluent people and good communicators. And sir, help me out. I will lose my job. So I said, okay, no problem. And he joined. And then I started this, it's called as English psychotherapy. I started. You can call it as like a counseling plus practical. All of you understand it? Counseling, mental counseling plus practical. And third is changing some habits. So first of all, I started with mental counseling, English psychotherapy, we call it as. In this counseling, while having a discussion with him, I realized that this guy comes from, of course, a vernacular background. But then when he went into 11th and 12th and plus degree, he was exposed to English and his English was very good. I mean, he was doing good. But still that fear was there. He told me during the counseling, 11th and 12th, and in degree also, he was a graduate of economics. And then the problem started in his life. And he said that, in my college, there used to be some guys who were very fluent, and they used to give presentations. And whenever I used to go on the stage, I used to just speak for a couple of minutes. Many times I stopped going. Many times I took holidays. Whenever there used to be a presentation or any viva or any, open group discussions or elocution competition or orals, I used to take holiday. I used to take break. So this maybe your story, is it? So after studying all these things, I found out the real reason. And the real reason is he was musting himself. Musting, note it down. Musting. Now understand what is the must here. What he was doing actually was, I realized what he was doing. He was telling himself, the self-talk was there. The self-talk was, I must not make a mistake. See, what is the self-talk? I must not make a mistake. Then second self-talk was there. I must speak perfect English if I want to speak. Otherwise, I will never speak. If I want to speak, I must speak perfect English. Otherwise, I will not speak. Whenever I will become perfect in English, then only I will speak. Otherwise, I will not speak. Because third problem was that no one must laugh at me. No one must laugh at me at my English. In short, everyone must, see the word is appearing, must. Underline this word, must. Everyone must help me. Everyone must support me. Now with this must, he was living his life, his communication in his office, in his, during his college days. Now what happened? Many of you will say, that's what's the problem with this? It's good. Like, I must speak perfect English. I must speak when I become perfect, and everyone must help me. It's good. Like, they should help me. But actually understand one thing. This is kind of a unrealistic expectation which you are having from yourself and from others. Unrealistic expectations are those expectations which you have in your mind, but which do not have the reality, which do not have any foundation, which do not have any kind of support. It is, see, understand one thing, that it's not like what I feel should happen. It's like, what is the reality? You may feel anything. I mean, you may feel like, I must do this, I must do that. But understand, I will give you two examples here. Try to understand. See, understand, huh? I must study if I should get into good college. I must study if I want to go into good college. Second, I must work hard on my physical health. I must do exercise if I want to stay fit and be fit. Okay. Now, this kind of must is very important, because if you want to be fit, if you want to get admissions into a good college, or if you want to grow in your life, you have to discipline. I must discipline myself. Fine, because this is in your control. And this is what the reality is. Without that, it's not going to happen. This is the one must, which is really good must. But other must is, I must speak. See, I must speak perfect English. You will say, so what is the problem with this? It's good, no? Understand one thing. If you pressurize yourself saying, I must speak perfect English, the locus of control is not with you. It is going outside. Means what? Means what? Understand one thing. You will say that, but English, we are going to speak. Who else is going to speak for us? Understand, it's not like that. Understand the language. Language is never designed to be perfect. A language is never designed to be perfect. What is designed to be perfect? A subject is designed to be perfect. You want to master any instrument, yeah, you have to perfect. But language is never designed to be perfect. See, I'm speaking with you since last 10, 12 minutes. I may have made some mistakes. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I can see that most of you are enjoying that. Most of you are listening to me. Most of you are making, maybe taking notes. Most of you are listening to me intensely. Have you paid attention towards my sentences? Have you paid attention towards my accuracy? Or were you paying attention towards my language, towards the message? Now I'm talking to you, I'm live. I'm live on YouTube. People from all over the world are watching me. And there are some English evaluators maybe sitting there who will be there to find some faults in my English. What do you feel like? Am I nervous? No. Why should I be nervous? I'm cautious. I'm cautious. I am vigilant. I want to give my best, but I'm not nervous. Why? Because I'm not expecting that must from me. When you're expecting that must while speaking the language, you are chasing a mirage in a desert. You are chasing that which is impossible. And the locus of control goes out because you're trying to control that language you want to speak perfectly, which cannot be perfected. That's the reason why you make mistakes. And what happens? I said that I must study. Yeah, you must study. That is the reality. You must study if you want to get into good college. I must work hard on my physical health. True. But if you say that all must support me while speaking, no one should laugh at me. See, again, should word has come. Should and must. The problem is should and must. Try and understand. The problem is should and must. Everyone should help me. Why they should help you? Tell me, do you have any valid reason for this? Why they should help you? Why they should support you? Why they should not laugh at your English? Why? No, but because I want. Because you want. Are you the king of the world? Are you the king of the world? No, you are not king of the world. So the must and should will come into the picture where you have some influence. You have some control. But if you're trying to must and should, oh, those things, oh, there should not be traffic. Well, who are you to tell? It's a traffic. I always say to my students, and I tell you also, don't expect deserted roads. Roads will never be deserted, especially in India. Full traffic. Be a better driver. Be a skilled driver. Be better in your driving. Be more skilled in your driving, which you can control. You can't control the traffic. Now come here. Understand. Your problem with constructing a better sentence. Now let us come back to that boy who was there with me. That Delhi boy. Remember, no, we had started from there, forgotten. Okay, see here. And I found out that this guy is, first of all, he was having this self-talk. I must speak perfect English. Second was, I will speak only when I'm perfect, and then only I will go on the stage or deliver any presentation. My boss must not criticize my English. Must not criticize my English. When I go on the stage, when I give a presentation, my colleagues must support me. They should not criticize me. That kind of musts and shoulds he was carrying in his head. First, I convinced him what I just told you, how must and should be applied. Preferably. Now I will tell you the word prefer. Now I told him, remove the must and should and replace that with a very powerful word, very, very powerful word. Guys, the words which you select while speaking to yourself, do you know you speak to yourself? We always speak with ourselves. We always speak with ourselves. That is called a self-talk. Self-talk. What is self-talk? Self-talk is that fast, that quick communication which you do with yourself, which is very fast, very quick. That is self-talk. That is very fast. And we never realize that we are having a self-talk. And the problem is the self-talk is a problem. We don't know what kind of self-talk we are doing. And we never checked whether our self-talk is right or wrong, whether our thinking is right or it is faulty, irrational. The quality of your self-talk will decide the quality of your life. It's not the events, it's not the problems in your life, but it is the quality of the self-talk which you do with yourself. The event, the problem, difficulties. English is not your problem, guys. Many of you are trying and mastering grammar and perfection. And that is not a problem. The problem is which kind of self-talk you're doing. Do you have that musts and shoulds in your self-talk? Do you have, and I'm sure all of you have it, watch your self-talk. That Shoulds and musts, they have come from where? Do you know? They have come from your school, where your teacher said, you should not make any mistake. She was right, actually. She was not wrong. While studying grammar, she was right, because her intention was to make you study grammar as a subject, and you should be perfect in a subject. But you did not realize that it was a subject there. Now it's a language in real life. And you are trying to must and should by chasing perfection. And this is the reason why today you have this Anglophobia, or we can call it as English anxiety disorder. Why do you have this? It is because of this. So I told this guy, and then the next step was very important, which is again important for you. I'm trying to tell you a story and giving a message simultaneously. But this guy said, oh, sir, I understood. Fantastic. Very good, sir. You are right. And he understood my point. But the next point is only understanding and thinking is not going to solve your problem. Understand one thing. Today you are making down some notes, whatever I'm saying, watch the video again. But what is the point if you don't act? ACTION, 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 action. Knowledge plus no action is equal to garbage. Knowledge plus no action is equal to garbage. All your thinking, all that should and must, whatever the psychotherapy I explained, it's of no use if you don't act. And for that, you have to go and test your thought process, test your thinking. This guy told me that, one day he told me that, sir, you know what? When I start speaking, my boss doesn't like my English. He laughs at my English. And he thinks that my English is stupid. He thinks that I am stupid. He thinks that I'm uneducated, illiterate, obnoxious person. I said, okay, you feel like this? Okay. Now this is his thought. Now, has he verified the thought? Does he know that whatever he's thinking, is it true or not? How to test that? You have to do experiments here. And this experiments is also called as in vivo desensitization. Don't worry, it's not that difficult as the name sounds. It's not that difficult. What you have to do, listen, apply a 5-minute rule. 5-minute rule you have to apply. What you have to do is this. I'm telling you again, my session is not going to help you if you don't apply this rule. So what I did, I'll tell you. I took him in my online sessions. Of course, in our online sessions, we have students from all over the world. And in that session, I told him to go and start his conversation. And what happened, I'll tell you. When he went into the breakout rooms, he messaged me, sir, I'm feeling very nervous. Sir, help me out. Sir, I'm frozen. Sir, I'm very nervous. I replied him a very simple line. A very simple line. I said, very good. There was a silence. He did not reply. Very good. What is this? Very good. See, I did not tell him, don't be nervous, relax, don't take tension and all that. I said, very good. He was like, oh. And I wrote one more sentence. You are getting better. You are getting better. He replied me, how? I said, when you are nervous, it's a sign that you are getting better. Mm-hmm. But sir, I'm getting better. How? I'm getting nervous, sir. I replied him, I must not get nervous. Why you must not get nervous? Why you must not get nervous? There was a silence. He did not know how to answer because he did not have the answer. And I typed one more message. See, yeah, what is the message? Exactly opposite to what usually your teacher tells you. Don't be nervous. I said to him, be more nervous. Be more nervous. Now you will say that what is this? Be more nervous. Understand this. Your mind is a very funny, creative, intelligent thing. Tell your mind. Don't think about white rabbit. Your mind will think about white rabbit. That's happening right now. right now. So if you try and tell your mind that don't be nervous, it becomes more nervous. Has it happened to you when you go to meet a friend and who is really crying and depressed due to some reason? You say, don't cry, don't. What happens? He cries more. So in this case, I told him that say to yourself, be nervous. Say to yourself, be nervous. And he was quite flabbergasted, was taken aback, but he said, what? I said, do it as I say. This happened for 5 minutes. And he went. And after 5 minutes, I was not in the room, okay? I was not in the room. I was in the main room. And after that, after 20 minutes, the room, all the students came in the main room. The room was dispersed. And then I could see a sense of mixed emotions. He was a bit nervous. He was a bit surprised. See the emotions. And third is he was a bit happy also. So his first kind of exposure, this is called as exposure in vivo desensitization. Okay, his first kind of exposure was quite mixed. Afterwards, he messaged me on my WhatsApp now. This interaction was going on in my Zoom chat. And in the WhatsApp, he said that, sir, it was okay, but I was very nervous. Again, he said, I was very nervous. I said, that's fine. Second day again join. But second day he said, no, sir, I will not join. I'm really scared. Again, he said the same thing. He was harping, my English is not good. I forget my words. And I said, see, I'm here to help you. Now you can do one thing. You can live with the fear your entire life. You can live with the fear your entire life. And lose your career. Or second, join tomorrow, kill the fear and live fearlessly for entire life and grow in your life. What do you want? Of course, he said, okay, sir, I will join, because they had no option. He had an option, but I told him, like, if you go with this option, quitting option, you are going to face more problems in life and your family is going to suffer. You're going to suffer. So reluctantly he came, and then see what happened. Again, he went, and again he messaged me, sir, I'm getting very nervous. Same conversation, same. I replied, I never said him, don't be nervous. I said, be nervous. All these things happened. He came back, but this time he was having a small, toothy smile. Sheepishly, he was smiling. But today he said, sir, I was nervous, but it was okay. Again, his question, sir, when I can improve? When I can improve? I said to him, forget improvement, focus on participation. Dear friends, this happened, this continued. And I'll tell you, after 12 days, this guy came out of this phobia, And then I realized he was constructing better sentences. See, understand, in 12 days, your sentence construction will not change drastically. But whatever English, 12 days, okay, it was not like drastically changed. But also, let me tell you, I'm not, as you know, if you are my old follower, I don't have any magic bullet and say that, come, I will solve your problem in 10 days. I don't have that. In 10 to 12 days, he was speaking better and he was making fewer mistakes. In the next 3 months, he was there with us. I saw a very nice improvement in him. He was making fewer mistakes. He was doing good. He was confident. And now, then I asked him, it was, I guess, after 2 months, I gave him a homework. And the homework was to go and talk with his boss. And he went and he spoke to his boss, and he came and replied. He said that, sir, I was equally nervous. Sir, I again, the same problem was there. Sir, what to do? I said, why do you want to be perfect in 2 months? Why do you want to speak confidently with your boss in 2 months? Why you have given such deadline? Why you are so harsh with you? Why you are doing that? Why you are punishing and troubling yourself? He said, what do you mean, sir? I said, go to your boss and every day follow the 5-minute rule. And I told him the 5-minute rule. I told him that go to your boss and every day speak to your boss at least 5 minutes. But he said that, sir, usually every day, how can I speak? If I have any work or any task, then I will go. I said, just go and speak to your boss every day for 5 minutes and then see what happens. This he started doing. And he said for the initial 10, 15 days, 20 days, he was saying that, sir, no, that's not working. But after 1 month, he said, sir, it's getting better. Yeah, I'm getting better. Now, I'm not here again to say you story finished, the end, and he became a world's best speaker. Hey, no, I'm not here to tell you all this hogwash. He improved slowly. He is getting better. That's a lifetime. It's a continuous journey. Understand? It was not only the psychotherapy, it was the practical exposure also, the speaking environment. But one more thing I told him to do, that is a third point. I repeat again, if you're not writing, first is the must and the should statements. Second is going and exposing yourself. Second is in vivo desensitization. And third is changing your habits and working on your English. Again, it's a big topic. If you go and see my videos on YouTube, you will get all the connected habits and how to work on this. In this way, he got better. In this way, he improved. He is improving, he is working. And that is what the real thing is. That psychology we have, that musts and shoulds we have, the unrealistic expectations we have, the wrong and faulty thinking errors are there, that we have to work on. Okay, so before ending, I just said at the beginning of the session that if you have any question, please type in the chat so that I can pick up 1 or 2 questions and I will try and answer those questions. Okay, so please do that for me and I will see if I can answer your questions. So just type the questions and I will select the question which is a better question. I can't answer all the questions, but I will see like if I can get a better question which is connected with this. So don't ask directly, sir, how to be fluent or how to be perfect in 1 month and 21 days, and I don't have any answer for this. Just if you have anything which is really realistic, I will try and answer this question. So please type in your chat. I will just see what is the question which I can pick. Waiting for your question, a good question if it is there, otherwise we will stop. Come on, friends, come on, come on, come on. Never ever, never ever, dear friends, never ever say that my English is bad and worst. Stop doing that. What you feel is not the fact. You can improve. Just you need some kind of corrections. Just correct yourself. Just correct your thought process. Just check your thought process. Come on. Okay. Yeah, a very good question. I got the question. See, I said one more thing. The question is, what is the question? I will read the question for everyone. As you said, don't read grammar, but if anyone is a grammar teacher, English teacher, then what to do? Teach grammar as a subject. See, I'll give you one example. Listen, if you are a maths teacher, do you speak in maths? Do you speak in maths? No, you teach maths and forget it. Am I right? Or do you speak in mathematical language, in tables? No. Then you definitely study grammar when you are a grammar teacher. Teach it as a math subject. Okay, all of you understood? This is this. But when you come outside and when you're talking, forget all that and just speak up, just converse, just communicate. I'll give you an example. There are many teachers in our institute who are grammar teachers. Many are there. See, I have said, dear friends, I'm saying with folded hands, I'm not against grammar. Grammar is a subject in school, study there. I'm here about communication. This institute, our institute, is about confidence. It's about toughness. It's about communication, public speaking. So if you are a teacher, definitely go teach that. But one more thing, if you are a teacher, Sanjeev Pandit, if you are a teacher, do not punish and beat your students because you made one simple mistake, small mistake. Don't hammer them. Otherwise, that phobia, that anxiety will be there. Perfectionist attitude will come in them. I must try to. You tell them, okay, it's a mistake. Next time, okay, work on that. What kind of students we are making in our school? The way the English is taught is the main problem, actually. Perfectionist and beating and hammering and torturing them and humiliating them in front of the class. I have gone through this myself. I have gone through this. So, Sanjeev, hope you got my answer. I think you are an English teacher. Come on. Let me tell you, English teachers are very important. As maths and chemistry, English teachers are very important because if our country has to progress and get better jobs in IT field and at every level, communication in English is very important and it's your bigger responsibility. It's your responsibility, okay? So use my methods and teach your students. There are many of my students are there who are teachers, as I said, English teachers. They're using my methods now. And they're from all over India and all over world. And they're telling me that, sir, we are working on meditation, we are working on psychology, we are working on their communication, we are working on the in vivo desensitization. Come on, give my message to everyone. I don't want those students to join my institute. Don't want that. Let them grow and could get better. I will lose some revenue. It's okay. My country is developing. What is the role of reading in English journey? Social awareness is asking me this. It's everything. I will take a separate session for this. Maybe next Sunday, or I will tell you about a role of reading. Oh my God, it's everything. Right now, I'm surrounded with books here. Everywhere books are there. Behind me, library is there. You can see here, my library is there. So it's everywhere. It's very important reading, but there are a lot of methods and strategies you have to apply. So that I'll tell you sometime now, not now, sometime later, I'll tell you about this. Okay. So, well, friends, I think these are the questions. And if you have any questions, please tell me how to build confidence in speaking. Okay. See, confidence in speaking. Again, it's a very different topic. Confidence in speaking. It needs a lot of steps are there, which I can't tell you right now because our topic is connected with framing correct sentences and how to build confidence. But I can tell you one thing, dear friends. Confidence comes by trying, failing, again trying, again learning, again rectifying your mistakes, thinking about what went wrong, and doing it again. In this way, confidence develops. But I can't just give you the answer of how to speak confidently. It's a very big topic. Noted. Who is this? Onika. My pronunciation is wrong. Then I'm sorry. Or Monica is there. Okay, Monica is there. Sorry, Monica. Definitely, I will take this topic. Noted. We will take the topic reading and building the confidence. Don't worry. All right, friends, hope you had a great time with me. I don't know, some of you have left also. What is this boring? What is talking about? Some of you will say, oh, very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay, thank you. And I will keep on getting better. I'll keep on helping you all because I don't want any of my students to fail in life because of communication skills. I don't want anyone to miss any job. I don't want anyone to miss opportunities because English communication and confidence is the gateway for our country to, and for our students, for our employees to get better jobs in other countries also and to be better in this world. Thanks a lot, dear friends. Namaste. Goodbye. Thanks for coming. See you.